Hello dear students, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to start a subject, Theory of Computation. This subject is based on the topic Automata. Beta, automation means when the machine work itself without the help of any human beings. In case of the automata, beta, we provide the number of inputs and get the number of outputs. From input to output, there are lots of different stages are in between the input to output. For example, I will give you an example of the automatic machine. Firstly, we take the dry clothes, that are the dirty clothes. That is the first stage of that. After that, all the clothes are wet in the automatic machine. This is the second stage. After that, all the clothes are washed. This is the third. In the fourth stage, that is again rinse and wash. And fifth one is dry. There are the different states, that is from input to the output. That is from the dirty clothes to the clean clothes. Like that, each and every automatic machine have number of inputs, and based on that inputs there are the different outputs, and from input to output there are the number of different stages. And each automata machine has a different characteristics. These characteristics are known as first one is input, second one is output, third one is state, fourth one is relation between the states, and fifth one is your output relation. And this automata has two different types. In the first case, output only depends upon the input. In this case, automata is without a memory. This is known as a finite automata. And in the second case, when output depends upon the state as well as on the inputs, sometime only on the state and sometime state as well as on the input. These are known as the automatic machines with the finite memory. The example of this is Mealy and Murray. We will discuss later on about Mealy and Murray. Now Rajya, I am talking about what is the finite automata firstly. Finite automata is defined by 5 different tuples. These are known as the Q, capital Q, sigma, transition function delta, Q naught and F. These are known as the 5 tuples. Q is known as the set of finite states, sigma is the set of inputs, and delta is the transition function that maps Q into sigma into Q. I will discuss this one, what is the meaning of this statement, after that when you learn about actually what is the finite automata. Beta, another tuple is Q naught, that is the initial state. F, that is the final state. These are the 5 tuples that are used to describe the finite automata. Finite automata can be designed by the transition diagram as well as with the help of transition table. Transition diagram. It is the finite directed labeled graph in which each node represents the set of states, and these are directed by edges, and these edges can be labeled by the input as well as with the output. Let's take an example of the transition diagram. There are 2 states Q0 and Q1 and use 2 input. These are 1 and 0. Q0 is, let us suppose that Q0 is the initial state. It is indicated by a circle with arrow. And Q1 is behave like a final state, and it is indicated by the concentric circle. According to this transition diagram, When we provide the 0 input at Q0 state, the next state will be Q1. And when we provide the 1 input at Q0, it will give the next state itself. Same with the Q1. When 0 input is provided, then it will be the Q1. If 1 input is provided, then it will be the Q1. This is all about the transition diagram. If we solve this same transition diagram with the help of transition table, then it look like Q0 behave like an initial state. That's why it is indicated as a with the help of arrow. And Q1 is the final state. It is indicated by the circle. There are two inputs. These are 0 and 1. According to the diagram, when we provide the 0 input at the Q0 state, the next state is Q1. And when we provide the 1 input, the next state is Q0 itself. Same with the second state Q1. When we provide the 0 input at Q1, next state is Q1. And when we provide the 1 input, then next state is Q0. This circle show Q1 is the final state, and this show the Q0 is the initial state. As I earlier discussed, DFA is defined by 5 tuples. Now I correlate this example with these tuples. Beta, in case of the DFA, when we give the 1 input to a particular state, we only get the 1 state. First, DFA is defined by 5 tuples. Now I correlate this example with these tuples. Beta, in case of the DFA, when we give the 1 input to a particular state, we only get the 1 state. Means, when we provide the Q0 at 0 input, then only one next finite state are given to us. That is, according to this example, is Q1 at 0 input and 1 at Q0 when we provide this input at this stage. Now I correlate this example, either transition table or the transition diagram, with these tuples. According to these, Q0 defined as the set of state. What are the set of states used in this question? These are the Q0 and Q1. Sigma, these are the set of inputs. According to this question, what are the different inputs? These are 0 and 1. This is the transition function that I earlier said. This maps Q into sigma into Q. Now listen about what is the meaning of this. This means when we provide the input to a set of states, means we take one particular state from a given set of states and provide a one particular input from a set of inputs, and we get a new state that is again the part of this set. What is the meaning of this? Q into sigma into Q. This means if there are the number of states, when we choose one state from this set and provide a particular input on this particular state, we will get the next state that is also a part of this set. And what about this Q0? Q0 indicate the initial state. And what is the initial state according to this? This is the Q0. And what about this F? This indicates the final state. And what is the example according to this? That is Q1. Hope students you like this lecture and you understand definitely what is the DFA and how DFA is defined with the help of transition diagram as well as with the help of transition table, and also you are able to understand the 5 tuples based on the DFA. If students you like this lecture, so like the channel and also subscribe this channel for your future reference. Thank you.